It's Monday, the 8th of July. Local swell trackers, thanks for your patience. Here we are. We are looking at this guy right here, a low pressure with a high pressure to its right, creating a long fetch in between. Not high winds, but enough gales and enough proximity, about 2,700 miles away, to bring us some swell that was higher than predicted by the Wave Watch 3 models. Everybody kind of missed this one. We woke up this morning, and our observers at Sandy Beach, Diamond Head, were calling for occasional 4-foot sets, and it was, and you could tell it was lighting up a foot overhead at Bowles, and we went, whoa! And as we fact-checked, that's the culprit. A much longer fetch, much closer to us, and thanks to the pressure gradient between the high and the low, voila! So, again, it was a foot overhead easily today with some pluses at the more refracting zones. It was a south-southeast swell, and I wanted to show you that. Now, let's take a look at what's on the way. Now, we have a fetch that's actually in the Tasman Sea Swell that might see something here of maybe 2 feet on Saturday. It's a better shot of this guy, another long 900-mile fetch off the east coast of New Zealand by today. And so these winds are verifiable. Storms are kind of tracking east, so we don't have it pointing up our way, but a long enough fetch for a long enough time right there, as you can see. Should be bringing us in some waves. Starting to fill in on Sunday the 14th, peaking on Monday at 2 to 3 feet solid. Should last a little while. And that's great news there. We got a much better swell on the way, but I wanted to show you this guy. So this current swell will begin to fade out. It was a short-termer, and then we're down for a while as the trade winds come up. Wind swell will be the dominant dealio. And then starting next Monday, Tuesday, we're starting to rock and roll. Next week is really going to be good. Okay, now let's get current. There is another example of that storm that we were just looking at, and there we go. This is the guy I wanted to show you. Thursday the 11th, coming up off the Ross Ice Shelf with a decent northeasterly track, very high seas and winds. And the Wave Watch 3 models are predicting this guy to reach us, starting to fill in on Tuesday the 16th, probably 2 to 4 by the afternoon, and 3 to 5 for Wednesday the 17th through the 18th. And then right on its heels, another one, another same caliber storm comes up off the Ross Ice Shelf that could bring us in some waves on Friday through Sunday, the 22nd through the 24th, at about 3 to 5 feet if we're lucky. So we have some decent swells on the way. After these guys get out of here, you can see not a whole lot on the charts after. But there you go. There's our 1-2 punch. This guy here for Wednesday, and then this guy here for Monday. Jumping up to the North Pac, it is really quiet. The high pressure up here is building, re-strengthening. This system right here is named Solek, moving over towards the Philippines and into Taiwan. It's going to be a whomper for them, bringing some incredible weather and waves to the region. Look at that guy. Let's keep our thoughts and prayers out for that region, as that Solek looks like it's going to be upgraded. Other than that, for us, no ground swell anticipated from the west-northwest to the north-northeast. Before I take a look at the weather, let's take a look at the jet stream down under, since that's what matters. That's where our swell's coming from. Today we see the northern branch being dominant. No real swell sources, and we are not seeing much swell from this period. And then we get a little meridional or equatorial bound flow. That's the one going to be bringing us up 3 to 5 for the 2 Wednesdays from now. And it has a follow-up right underneath it that I was showing you. And then we go kind of quiet again. But so far, a very good summer. Let's take a look at the surface hand-drawn charts. There's the high pressure. It's building as we speak. There was some troughiness over the islands, allowing for some clouds, and that's moving west out of here, allowing the trade winds to ramp back up big time, and they should be 15 to 30 by Wednesday and slowly decrease through the weekend back to more seasonal averages of 10 to 20 plus. As I drill down, you can see a very east, almost southeasterly flow to the winds, and there's quite a few clouds in the area. Highs about 88, 89, lows about 74. The upper regions are rather stable. And we're looking for some decent weather here overall, especially towards the weekend. And that is the update. Catch you back here next week on your local swell tracker. Mahalo.